Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beauty. So something rare happened. Iberian lens was detected somewhere in France and people are calling it a negative energy. And this is something very rare to see. They said when something like this is being sighted, it means a bad sign and a bad omen. Anyway, let's watch people's reactions and we will come back for more. Stay with us, comment your thoughts in the comment section, subscribe to this channel to support the channel, and we will be back.
This one right here, this ain't normal. They just caught something on camera in Spain, a white Iberian lynx. And that's not just any animal. This is the first time in history a white lynx has ever been seen. Not in a zoo, not a rumor. This is confirmed. Scientists are calling it rare. But people who know energy, y'all know exactly what time it is. Anytime the universe starts sending white animals, creatures that don't even make sense existing, that means the veil is cracking. The physical world is crossing with the spiritual one. The third and fifth dimension is starting to overlap. And things that weren't visible are walking amongst us again. Now, if you know your history, you know exactly what that means. In indigenous cultures, white animals are messengers. They only show up when a major shift is happening on Earth. When the energy is changing and the truth about the planet is about to surface. Look at that shit right there. Look at that lynx. Look at his eyes. It's ancient. It's been here before. That's not a coincidence right there. That's consciousness. That's the light body activate. The energy of creation waking up while the old world falls apart. And this is for entertainment purposes only. But they're saying that this white lynx is a spiritual being in animal form. And the crazy part, it's not just a sign, it's a warning too. Every time the vibration of the planet start rising, things that can't survive that frequency, they start to fade out. The darkness gets exposed and the hidden becomes seen. Jump down that rabbit hole. Do that research. So when I tell you we're stepping into something different, we are stepping into something different. These mythical creatures, these legends, they weren't fairy tales. They just existed in frequencies we couldn't reach before. But now that veil is almost gone. This lynx right here didn't just appear, it returned. I need you to look at this video one more time. Look how this shit is just sitting there alone, like it just fell out the sky. Look at this shit. Tell me that's normal. Mind you, they said that's not AI. That's real. Yeah, okay. I'm out.
Now this right here is once in a lifetime, for real. A photographer down in southern Spain captured what it's supposed to be called, quote-unquote, a white Iberian lynx. And I'm pretty sure this is the first one that has ever been caught on camera. Y'all understand, this animal right here is supposed to be extinct. This animal is not supposed to be here. But hold on now. Reports do show conservation efforts is the only reason why these is not extinct. It basically brought them back from near extinction. Now a lot of people believe this right here is AI. It's not AI. This gotta be real. I mean, this is an animal we have never seen before, from what I've seen and what I know. But I will say, this gotta be one of the coolest looking animals out here for sure. But it's still kind of surprising. A white Iberian lynx was supposed to be extinct nearly 200 years ago. That's 2 decades. How y'all feel about this right here in this white Iberian lynx?
You might not believe your eyes right now, but this is the CGI. This is the white Iberian lynx, aka the ghost cat that they filmed in Spain. Scientists in Spain confirm this thing is real, and this is the first time it's ever been caught on camera. This thing looks like it's straight from a green screen or a video game or something. This is something you don't see in real life. Normally these cats are brown and spotted like Exhibit B, but this one's all white. They're saying it's something that's called leucism. Basically a rare genetic glitch that drains the color out but keeps the eye colors the same. Why do humans lose their mind every time they see something that's rare and not the color that it's supposed to be? And it's because it's unique. So now we got this white ghost cat, the Iberian lynx, roaming the mountains of Spain. And I already know what you guys is thinking. Somebody's about to go Joe Exotic and say, I need one of them. But this is something that doesn't belong in the cage. This is something that reminds you how wild nature is and how beautiful things can be if we don't mess with it. People wouldn't even believe this thing existed if it wasn't caught on tape. What else is out there that you think that might exist?
Is the world about to make a massive shift? Something crazy was spotted this weekend. A photographer in southern Spain captured what is believed to be the first ever white I'm not even gonna try to say the word lynx. And leucoustic, I think, big cat, so rare, it seems almost mythical. Almost one of the world's rarest cats, the lynx, was pulled back from the brink of extinction after its population fell below 100 2 decades ago. This is what it looks like. It looks absolutely terrifying when it's zoomed in on the image. This is what it looks like. It looks almost fake. It is so mythical looking, but almost everybody on the internet seems to think that this is like some type of crazy mythical creature and mythical kind of thing that's going on right now that is gonna cause a huge major shift in the world. I mean, if you look in this thing's eyes, I can see where people are thinking that that's going to happen, but people think something major is about to happen to the universe, and this is no coincidence that this animal has come out of hiding. What do you guys think? I don't know what to think. I think it's a cool looking animal. It almost looks fake to me, but apparently it's real.
This is not a good sign. A white Iberian lynx.
So apparently, the veil is lifting.
Well, that's what people are saying on social media because of this discovery right here with a new photograph of this white lynx in Spain. And with this whole discovery, people on the internet are freaking out. What's new? So now, of course, people are claiming this to be some type of divine omen, as we can see right here, mythical energies and prophecies. In spirit, a high-ranking spirit or deity. But in the physical, the first white Iberian lynx. As we can see, people are taking this and running with it with some type of divine omen and sacred feminine energy being returned. Right here, ancient wisdom and the sacred feminine's return. You can drop down right here how this was a profound omen, a signal from the earth itself that ancient wisdom is resurfacing, and with it, the restoration of balance through the healing of our inner divine feminine. Whoa. Now, like everything else on the internet, it is hard to verify certain things, and people are claiming a lot of stuff with this white lynx. They are claiming that this fulfills some type of ancient prophecy. Not sure what type of prophecy. It's always very vague. But right here, again, just something on the internet, which AI could have made or someone could have just made up out of thin air. But this is what they are saying, all right? Just be entertained. When the white lynx awakens in the ancient land of Iberia, the heavens will open up, a lineage that has never known surrender. Run away. From its gaze will be born the memory of past triumphs, and in its roar will sleep the promise of those yet to come. I didn't know that a lynx could roar. I imagine it being more something like this. Or like this. It will not come with noise, but with the calm of one who knows. The greatness does not need to announce itself. So much for that roar. Its passage will ignite the fields. Its shadow will remind men that honor does not age. And then under the same light that saw the first white will rise again, not as color, but as destiny. So there you go. Are you not entertained? Okay, so now this is where the video truly begins, and I get to show off to you guys my pattern recognition disorder. Now, what I find interesting with this entire white lynx discovery and people freaking out and calling it a divine omen is that on the same day that I saw this white lynx story pop up, I was scrolling and I came across this right here. Scientists suggest that the cat is the most biologically perfect creature in existence. Blasphemy. Whereas we can see articles have been written on this subject right here, like this one, cats are perfect, and evolutionary biologist explains why. Now this right here got me thinking, which has gotten me into trouble in the past, how this world and world system truly is spiritual Egypt, just like the Bible claims, where the same spirits and principalities that ruled in ancient Egypt are still around today. Because just like in ancient past where individuals would idolize the creature over the creator, the same thing is going on today. As we can see, ancient Egyptians revered cats not as gods themselves, but as symbols of divine beings and protectors. They saw cats as divine beings and protectors, you don't say. Nothing new under the sun. They associated cats with deities like Bastet, the goddess of home and protection, and believed they channeled divine energy. Divine feminine energy, you don't say. As we can see, Egyptians saw cats as vessels for the gods to inhabit and choose to adopt their likeness. The goddess, Bastet, in particular, was depicted as a cat or cat-headed woman, where she was associated with protection, fertility, and domestic life. She was the daughter of the sun god Ra, and as we can see right here, cats were revered in her cult. And now here's a picture for reference. Now let me just clarify a few things here so people do not misinterpret what I am saying. I'm just pointing out a few commonalities or similarities where right now we have individuals who really idolize cats. I'm not saying that people think cats are gods right now, but they really idolize the creature over the creator, It's going throughout our society, and now we have this white lynx where people are talking about it being a divine omen, divine feminine energy coming on in, and also scientists are calling cats the greatest biological creature ever, that it is the perfection of evolutionary science. So again, just trying to point that out. So now with this whole idea of this world being spiritual Egypt, and the same principalities or spirits that are behind ancient Egypt are still in play today and still pulling strings, spiritually speaking, I just want to show you again some more pattern recognition with how much ancient Egypt is actually ingrained into our society and into those who rule over us. Now, talk about a wild coincidence in timing, where yesterday I was going down the rabbit hole with ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses and the cat connection. And then while I was scrolling on X, I came across this post yesterday by Doge Designer. This is Mr. Chip in the brain. You can't make this up. He literally just claimed that Mr. Chip in the frontal lobe is Anubis, the ancient Egyptian god associated with death and the afterlife. But hey, this should not be a surprise to anybody who has an ounce of discernment. Where again, it should not be a surprise at all, because this guy right here shows you and tells you who he is. Thank you for the blessing, but I'm okay with going to hell, if that is indeed my destination, since the vast majority of all humans ever born will be there. How ironic that Doge Designer called him Anubis, who is literally the ancient Egyptian god who is known for guiding the dead through the underworld. I guess he's preparing to guide the vast majority of all humans ever born down there. Now, of course, I can't forget to mention how he is obsessed with ancient mythology in ancient Egypt.
I see.
Memphis, the capital of ancient Egypt.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing one.
Perhaps that's where our new god will come from.
Yeah, no kidding.
So as you just heard from Anubis himself, the new god will come out of Memphis, Tennessee, and that is where his Colossus mega computer is, XAI supercomputer facility built by Mr. Chip in the Brain, or should I just call him Anubis now, in his company to train Grok AI. And of course, the name Colossus also has ties to ancient mythology, as we can see right here, how the most renowned of the colossal statues, Colossus, was the Colossus of Rhodes, where there was also other ancient examples, including statues of Egyptian pharaohs. And now, of course, when you look into the Colossus of Rhodes, it was apparently massive, 33 meters tall. Oh, hey, there's that number again. It sure likes to pop up a lot. And now it was a statue of the Greek sun god Helios, which of course my pattern recognition disorder found very interesting, because as we know, Helios is the Greek god of the sun, which is comparable to the ancient Egyptian sun god Ra, which, remember, Ra, the ancient Egyptian sun god, is the father of the cat-headed goddess Bastet. But wait, there's more. For those who remember not too long ago where Mr. Chip in the Brain changed his X handle to Kekius Maximus, posting photos like this right here with a frogged emperor, or posting photos like this right here with a frog humanoid wearing Roman attire. Oh yeah, and who would have known that Kek is an ancient Egyptian deity seen with a frog head? I'm sure it's all just a coincidence. Nothing to see here. Or as we can see, Kek and Keket, the ancient Egyptian god and goddess of darkness. Oh, how lovely. And again, of course, going back to my pattern recognition disorder, I could not help but think of Revelation 16:13, and I saw 3 unclean spirits, like frogs, coming out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. You don't say. Okay, so now I need to stop it right there, because this rabbit hole is truly an abyss. It is an endless pit. If you just keep digging, you will continue to find more and more roots of ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses, or Roman or Greek. It always goes back to this polytheistic worldview, which goes before the flood, the antediluvian world, if you do your own research. So the main point of this video that I just want to show you guys is how, spiritually speaking, we live in this world, right, which is spiritual Egypt. We see that in the scriptures, the idea of leaving Egypt, how the bondage of Egypt is like the bondage of this world and the flesh. And it's just coming out more and more. And I just find it ironic with this white lynx talking about the veil is lifting and a divine omen, and then people just showing their worship for the creature over the creator. Again, cats are awesome, animals are awesome, God's creation is awesome. It's the idolatry behind it, and I'm just trying to show some connections here. Just my own pattern recognition disorder once again. And I just wanted to bring this to you guys to understand that these spiritual principalities, these rulers in the heavenly realm, they're real. Ephesians chapter 6, they are real. The same ones who ruled over ancient Egypt, Babylon, Rome, Greece are still in play today. But they're just a little bit sneakier. But the rulers that be, they worship these deities in some way or fashion. Do not be deceived out there. There's a lot of just deception, and we need to pray for wisdom and pray for understanding and for eyes to have to be open, to have eyes to see and ears to hear, to see the writing on the wall. So we just continue to focus upon the Lord, being pulled out of Egypt onto Him. Focus upon Him, guys, resting in His life, death, burial, and resurrection of Messiah, given eternal life freely with no cost, saved by grace through faith, nothing of ourself. Love you guys all so much, right? Just my little fun video for you guys. Take it or leave it. God bless. Remember, the just.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So for me, I've never heard about this before, and I've never seen this animal before. But I think it's something that has to do with nature and its science. Although some people are saying it is a bad energy, some are saying it's a bad omen. What is your thoughts? Have you seen this white animal before? Comments, tell us. Comment your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel to support the channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.